Good morning. Happy Mother's Day to all. All those who mother in all kinds of ways. My name is Virginia McLean, and I serve on the Board of Trustees at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Spartanburg. It is my delight to welcome you all this morning, whether you are here in person or virtually. This is a welcoming congregation where everyone is welcome, just as we are. There are many, many important announcements in your booklet this morning. It's very thick this morning. Entitled Connect, look in the back of the bulletin this morning. Please open your bulletin, take a look around, see what all you want to be a part of. And please plan to attend these two events that I'm going to tell you about. The first one is the Budget Information Meeting and Meet the Candidates. Following the service next Sunday, May 21st, the Finance Committee and the Board of Trustees will hold an informational meeting in preparation for our annual meeting. Please bring your questions, comments, ideas to discuss prior to the annual meeting on June 11th. Members of Finance and the board will be there to listen and answer any questions. In addition, this is an opportunity for you to meet the board candidates for the upcoming year. All are welcome, so please come. And the second event is our annual meeting. On Sunday, June 11th, following our morning service, we will hold our annual meeting. This is a time to elect new officers, vote on our new budget, and celebrate all that we have done together as we launch into a new year of service. This is a vital and joyful gathering, so please come. Thank you all for making this place of love and kindness for every one of us. Have a good morning.
Good morning. When I first heard this poem for our lighting of the chalice, I really liked it. Then I learned it was a collaborative poem from over 1,300 young people who responded to the question, what small kindnesses do you appreciate? And then I liked it even more. So before I share the poem as the chalice lighting, I want to read a message that the author sent to all of those young people. It was an honor and privilege to assemble these lines on the page. All of them, and the many more we weren't able to share, point to something so important. The smallest things we do just might matter a great deal. I am moved by the realization that simply speaking a name, giving a wave, or offering a space in traffic could change someone's whole day. I'm grateful to these young poets for opening spaces of possibility for all of us. Thank you for showing us ways we might lighten the load for someone else, and for showing us how to notice the goodness already around us every day. So listen to how the young people lead us. I've been thinking about the way, when you walk down a crowded aisle, people pull in their legs to let you by. Or how strangers still say, bless you, when someone sneezes, a leftover from the bubonic plague. Don't die, we are saying. And sometimes when you spill lemons from your grocery bag, someone else will help you pick them up. Mostly, we don't want to harm each other. We want to be handed our cup of coffee hot and to say thank you to the person handing it, to smile at them and for them to smile back, for the waitress to call us honey when she sets down the bowl of clam chowder, and for the driver in the red pickup truck to let us pass. We have so little of each other now, so far from tribe and fire, only these brief moments of exchange. What if they are the true dwelling of the holy? These fleeting temples we make together when we say, "Here, have my seat. Go ahead, you first. I like your hat." Please stand in body or spirit and join us in singing hymn 318, "We Would Be One," found in the gray hymnal. Our rippling bowl is an important ritual for many of us. It is a way we come together each week in community to share our joys and concerns. We will gather around this bowl to place a stone or a shell in the water. The ripples created in the water are symbolic of the ripples of care that spread out from this place when we share with each other. We know that joys shared are multiplied and concerns shared are lessened. For those of you joining us from home, I will place a stone and a shell in the rippling bowl to represent the joys and concerns that you have. Please come now and share with each other. This church has a covenant that guides the ways in which we live with one another. It guides the ways that we support each other here in this community and in the community at large. We really do embrace them, and we strive to live by them, even though sometimes we fall short. They are intentional and taken seriously as we strive to create the world that we know is possible. So please join me in saying the living words of our covenant. We are a people of faith and hope. Together we covenant to strive to become our better selves, to honor both the critical mind and the generous heart, to prove that diversity need not mean divisiveness, and to respond to systems of violence and oppression with the power of a love beyond belief. We are at that sacred place in our service where we greet one another. We invite you to participate this in whatever way is most comfortable for you. If that is staying in your seat, please feel welcome to do that. If you want to exuberantly greet others, just make sure that the person in front of you is open to that. Take your cue from the person standing in front of you. If you're joining us virtually, feel free to send a text or make a phone call to let someone know that you are thinking of them. When you hear Aaron play a few bars, head back to your seat so we can continue with the service. Aaron had to call me back. This beloved community cares deeply for each other and for our wider community and the world. It truly is amazing to see all of the different projects that emanate from this place. And it helps us create that world that we know is possible. We have so many opportunities to share our many gifts. Gifts of time, gifts of talents, gifts of financial resources, and they all matter. All of them help us do this work. And you all are so generous with all of your gifts. This month, we are sharing the plate with WREN, the Women's Rights and Empowerment Network. Their mission is to build a movement to advance the health, economic well-being, and rights of South Carolina's women, girls, gender-expansive people, and their families. They do this by advocating at the State House, educating and engaging community, and building a diverse coalition of partnerships. WREN says that together, we can create an inclusive movement that amplifies voices and advances justice for all. Half of all loose gifts and all designated gifts will go to support our partner, WREN. Please share your gifts.
Stones, all that we fought for, homes, places we've grown, all of us are done for. We live in a beautiful world. Yeah, we do, yeah, we do. We live in a beautiful world. Bones sinking like stones, all that we fought for, and homes, places we've grown, all of us are done for. We live in a beautiful world. Yeah, we do, yeah, we do. We live in a beautiful world. We live in a beautiful world. Yeah, we do, yeah, we do. We live in a beautiful world. And oh, all that I know, there's nothing here to run from. 'Cause yeah, everybody here's got somebody to lean on.
We celebrate everyone across the whole gender spectrum who has been to us as individuals and us as people, like a mother. All of those people, whatever our relationship with them, or if we even knew them ourselves, who have cared for us, nurtured us, taught us, defended us, guided us, ferociously stood in front of those coming towards us, all of those who have been to us as a mother. Let us share silence and gratitude. My mother would speak to me a proverb. A soft word turns away anger, but a harsh word stirs up wrath. I think of the times that she said that to me. I think of how well I would have done if I had listened to her. A person sat with me, and they shared with me a situation of great difficulty. The strain and the pressure that they were under, the regret that they felt for what had happened and their role in it, and their concern how to move forward. And then they shared with me the words of the very person with whom they were in broken relationship, the very person they were most concerned to figure out a way forward with. And they said, the kindness I never saw coming. And when I was met in my error with kindness, the way forward opened. I could feel the change move through me and between us and open before us. Just a response of kindness. So bring yourself to that moment. Because the person that I spoke with is person after person after person. And all of us here know what it is to be in a situation of anxiety and regret. What has happened? And remember that time that you were met with kindness. If only the one time, remember that time. And feel again in your body the change that it works. When we are in error, when we have stumbled, and instead kindness meets us. kindness is so strange. It is not always the response that we need to give. There is a range of responses available to us as human beings. And wisdom is knowing when to access which one. But when we choose kindness, as simple and weak as it may appear, we have the power to bend time and space itself, to alter a person's experience in their emotion and in their body, and the future that they can imagine with their mind. This simple act, deemed so weak by those unlearned or unwilling to use it, has the power to shift the dimensions of our existence. Think of a time someone was kind to you and what it was like. Bathe yourself in that memory for a moment now. And think of a time that you chose kindness. When you chose whatever it was you were feeling, rage in heart and mind, justified anger or disappointment, sharp intellectual criticism because you know there's a better way or a right way. Think of when, through all of that, you chose to speak kindness to a person. And think of the effect it had on them, the response it elicited. A soft word turns away anger. And think of how you want to be treated in this world. When you F it up, what do you want the response to be? So on this Mother's Day, when we honor everyone who has cared for us and nurtured us, who has taught us and guided us, everyone who has defended us with a ferocity that only love can bring forward, treat other people the way you want to be treated. Treat other people the way you want to be treated. In stress, in difficulty, in danger, and conflict, we have a spectrum of choice. Treat other people and all beings the way you want to be treated.
And join me in hymn number 315, This Old World.
This old world is full of sorrow.
jumped in the river, what did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me. A moon full of stars and astral cars, and all the things I used to see. All my lovers were there with me. All my past and futures, and we all went to heaven in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear and nothing to doubt. I jumped into the river. Black-eyed angels swam with me. A moon full of stars and astral cars, and all the things I used to see. All my lovers were there with me. All my past and futures, and we all went to heaven in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear and nothing to doubt. There was nothing to fear and nothing to doubt. There was nothing to fear and nothing to doubt.
Have patience with everything unresolved in your heart, and try to love the questions themselves. Don't search for the answers which could not be given to you now, because you would not be able to live with them. And the point is to live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps then, someday far in the future, you will gradually, without even noticing it, live your way into the answer.
Now, parents, and today, however you identify, especially mothers, There are lesson plans that are still going on in the RE wing. And between here and the RE wing is a fellowship hall. Please feel welcome to just sit down and enjoy a little bit of time to yourself. We have a whole spectrum of choices available to us. And one can bend time and space.
We have spent